Guys, what is the most awkward thing a girl has ever said to you? I wear a spinal brace. This happened on Halloween. I like that you're wearing that. What? I like that you're wearing that. Do you know what it is? No, but I like that you're wearing it. Okay, thanks. Her boyfriend came over to my table after a while and apologized, saying she was drunk and thought it was somehow related to Nintendo. Have you ever raped someone before? This was immediately after 100% consensual sex. And said, having a sonogram of the area between my balls and my thigh. They sent 60-year-old lady in there to do th sonogram. It was clear that he had retired from somewhere and won back to school so that she could be a sonogram tech and look at boys all day. She was so mad THT she was going to have to sonogram own 25-year-old dude's balls. As soon as she walked in the room she HD a scowl on her face, and when he opened my chart to see what was going on, she was immediately upset. He was trying to rub that petroleum conduction jelly between my balls and thigh without actually touching or moving anything. Oh, I politely moved my cock out the way like any gentleman would do, and she got all flustered and houted don't touch it, as if I were masturbating or somehow getting leisure out of the experience. I've never been so mad and embarrassed at th same time. Age 13 or 14. My first GF and I were in my parents' hot tub and my very religious mother kept coming out to check on us like every 5 minutes. Being horny teenagers I had my hand in between her thighs and slowly made my way in to finger her. I get my finger maybe 1 inch inside and she says OMG is that your penis? I was sitting next to her. So Morsis 98, you normally sit in that chair for X class, right? Me, yeah. Okay. I was setting up this room for event and we finished a little early, so I sat down in that chair and pretended to be you. Just looked around, seeing how you see things. Me. That's nice. You can only fuck me in the ass because I want to be a virgin until I'm married. A really weird way to lose my virginity. For the first time in all my years on Reddit, I finally have the best possible response for an AskReddit thread. During college I was invited to my friend's room to drink with her and her new roommate. After a few shots we started playing this game FU with some cards. The roommate kept hitting me with the fuck subliminary, so it was obvious what was about to transpire. My friend left her room and we immediately get down to business. After around 5 thrusts she goes stop. I was worried and replied what? I will remember this till the day I die. She replies you're a Republican, right? Because I can't have sex with any liberals. I looked her straight in the eye and said I fucking love Ronald Reagan. Calling me daddy during sex with a picture of her dead father staring at me on the wall. One time in college I was standing in the elevator in my dorm and this girl just stares at my feet and says you have really nice toes. I saw her in the elevator a couple weeks later and she says to me hey you're the guy with nice toes. Once, after a lonely and drunk night at the bar in which I went home alone, I made an Cupid account. I made my profile picture one of my cuddling with a baby elephant, then passed the fuck out. I awoke to a raging hangover and a message in my inbox from a very large woman who had written out a list of sexual things she wanted to do to me, including, but not limited to, sticking that elephant's nose up my ass like a muppet, and blowing air out my mouth like a foghorn. I deleted the account. I don't need smart, handsome, or funny man, I just need you. She told me she was a virgin. Nothing weird yet. Told me she masturbated, or normal. Whipped out a 14 inches purple dildo that was big around as a peanut butter jar. I was impressed, honestly. She dumped me later because I refused to get her pregnant after 3 weeks of dating. She told me that she didn't like cats and that I had to choose between her spending the night or keeping my cat. As attractive as she was, the cat stayed. She left. You're pretty alright for a black guy, it never gets old. I had a girl in high school tell me that no one would date me because I'm too much like a puppy and no one wants to fuck a puppy, which would be hurtful and not that weird, except that she then followed it up with, but I fuck puppies. Have you thought about getting a nose job? Have you thought about walking home? I've shared this before, but probably this one time I went down on a girl. She was really enjoying it and she said it reminded her of something. Of course I ask, what's that? And she replies, when my dad used to go down on me as a girl. I dated a woman for about a month. One day we are sitting on my couch making out. She says, I'm not attracted to you. I'm sorry, I ended up losing 125 lbs after that, but it still hurt like hell. I was sitting alone at a bar around 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night. About one drink in, a drunk soccer mom sat down next to me and blurted out, I'm old enough to be your mom. Are you single? She must have been mid-40s. I was 24. On my first date with a girl I met online, she explained mid-dinner how once upon a time she was giving her boyfriend head the night after a party and could taste lady juice. She therefore deduced he was cheating on her and dumped him mid-blowjob. Somehow we still ended up having sex. Single male brain decision making baffles me sometimes. So would you masturbate thinking about me? I was 16 and this was the first time I'd met her. Didn't want to be rude, so I said, don't know but I wouldn't. I still don't understand it. She was drunk. I was drunk. We just met. We flirted. We were on a friend's front porch, waiting for that friend to come back with food. We kept flirting, but neither one of us made a move. We were also getting hungrier and wondering what kind of food our friend would bring back. We hoped for pizza and salad from this trendy pizza place nearby. Somehow, the two desires, hunger and flirting, got crisscrossed in her head. She turned towards me, leaned close, gazed into my eyes, and in a seductive voice said, if I was salad, how hard would you rate me? I got a little drunk at the bar while talking with a woman I had just met. One thing led to another, and we were back at my place bumping uglies. Everything was going fine until she said, I don't believe in soulmates, but I do believe there is one dick made for one pussy and yours is made for mine. Followed by please be real. Is this happening? Please be happening. I hope this is real. Needless to say, that freaked me out. While on a Tinder date, the girl asked me what her name was. My mind completely blanked. I managed to play it off as a joke for a few minutes and then check Tinder and remind myself of her name. I've never felt so uncomfortable in my life. Nothing. When I asked my wife to marry me, she froze for a few minutes, eventually cried and said yes, but that silence lasted years in my head. I was in college at a party. I started a conversation with this girl, and after 5 minutes she said, you're a guy I would marry, not date in college. Oh thanks I guess. Just yesterday, a girl leaned in to kiss me, and as she leaned in for it, she said, so how is man? I just started laughing right in her face. I couldn't help it. Thankfully she laughed at it too. A couple of hours later, I leaned in to kiss her, and in the huskiest voice I could manage said, Nan is really great. My friend, which I had a huge crush which she didn't know about, randomly said, you're a nice guy, but you're not tall enough. My confidence dropped. I was 19, she was 35. After sex she asks me if I would do it again but not use a condom. She said I didn't have to be in their life if I didn't want to. She just wanted a baby. I wish I loved you. This was kinda heartbreaking and awkward. She was drunk. I'm at the movies with my girlfriend, standing out in the lobby. Another girl that I knew from years ago in school spots me from the distance and approaches us as she exclaims, oh my god, my name. Is that you? I respond, yep. Hi, her name. Is that your girlfriend? Yep. You're still awkward. She then runs off to her movie and my girlfriend starts cracking up. Apparently she agreed. I was in the pool with my co-workers, lifeguard, and we were having chicken fights. One girl says to another girl, hey, get on my name's shoulders, he's tall. She responds, him, ha 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 ha. And they played without me. IDK why she laughed, but I was very hurt. I had a woman tell me that I had pretty eyes. Then she said she wished she could cut them out and make them her own. I didn't know if she meant to put in her head somehow or keep as souvenirs. She didn't sound like she was joking or anything. I smiled and kind of giggled and went on. This happened when I was 12. I was with a girl once and we were about to get it on in her room when she starts giving me a hand job. It was pretty bad. She had the whole death grip going on. So I told her to stop cause it hurt, to which she replied, but that's how my brother likes it. Needless to say, I grabbed my clothes and ran out the door.